Peace and blessings in this corner boxing 24. How's everybody doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing okay myself. So just coming off this, weekend, Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant. Let me start right here, right? I say this a lot, and I'm gonna repeat this. Because I never boxed professionally, or because I'm not around boxers on a regular or anything like that, doesn't mean I don't have any knowledge of what goes on in the ring and fights in general. What's called boxing or the sweet science, right? A lot of people pick Caleb Plant to beat Canelo, and I'm going to name a few people in particular that's supposed to know more than me or you, because I'm sure other people pick Canelo too. I know I'm not going to pick Canelo, but I'm talking about this because I'm given knowledge and experience, and I'm given, what you want to say, instruction on boxing. But my page is more geared to, even though I train individuals, adults and children, but my page in this corner boxing 24 is more about analysis. So because I'm giving that, I'm talking about this. Now, again, Andre Ward in particular, he gave Caleb Plant some instruction, trained him, gave him some strategy for this fight. And he said that Caleb Plant was going to rise to the occasion. He said that Caleb Plant was going to stop Canelo. And he said Caleb Plant had everything to win this fight. He's a professional boxer. Does that mean he know more than the next man or the man that's not a professional boxer? Absolutely not. That's just his opinion, okay? I don't know if it was, some biasness to it because he liked Caleb Plant. He got a little relationship with him, whatever. He wasn't looking at really what it is, or because he did help him out, well, I got to go with him. All right, cool. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you still said what you said. And it seems to me like you got an issue with Canelo. All right? But you retired, man. You're not boxing no more. And honestly, if you was, you couldn't mess with Canelo. Andre S.O.G. Ward. I said it. You couldn't beat him. And I'm not going to get into fights that I think that you lost and all of that. I'm just saying off the rip, Canelo, you couldn't do nothing with Canelo. All right? So now, Leonard Ellaby, the CEO of Mayweather Promotions. Everybody knows Leonard Ellaby. Bald-headed brother, wears the glasses, been with Floyd for years. He said that Caleb Plant's style was not good for Canelo. I was trying to figure that one out when he said it. Like, really? What about his style is not good for Canelo? Then you know me, I'm going to go and watch now. Now I want to see what Caleb Plant is all about, so I watched some fights. And I'm like, really? His style is not good for Canelo? Okay. Then I heard people, making comments, boxers, saying that, he got a similar style of Floyd. Yeah, okay, you saw that style on Saturday, right? Whatever, man. Again, here's somebody that's supposed to have more experience than you or me, but they don't know any more than you or me. That's their opinion. You see what I'm saying? And people are going to do that. So you got Andre Ward, you got Leonard Ellaby, and then you got, there was one more person, I can't remember the name right now, but Caleb Plant himself. I had said that he kept concentrating too much on what Canelo did or didn't do in the ring, as opposed to just focusing on the task at hand. And when I saw him reacting to the fans, talking to the Canelo fans, saying it's easy to be something to the effect of it's easy to be on that side and talk, but I'm up here and, I got to do this or I got to do that, something to that effect. Like he was reacting to the fans. When I saw that to me was like a mental breakdown because you don't react to the fans. They're going to go for the fighter that they like. But for you to give in to that and react to that shows your mental stability, man. You're going into a fight and your emotions need to be in check, right? Because this is a serious fight. This is undisputed. And you're going against the best pound for pound fighter, right? Right now. So anyway, what happens? Canelo, one of the main attributes about Canelo that I love, man, is his patience, man. He's very, very patient. And I'm saying in the fight, damn, Canelo, throw the jab, man, throw the jab. Go on the right, because he's covering up on the, he's covering up, go to the right side of the body because he's covering up the left. This is what I'm saying from what I see. But obviously Canelo saw something else. And he kept going. He went to, the body on the right, but not enough. I feel like he should have went more, and I definitely feel he should have used the jab from round one, but he didn't. He tried to pick it up the pace a little bit in the middle rounds. And even in the second round on, man, Canelo picked up the pace. But I'm just saying he's stuck on that left side trying to go up top. Because Caleb Plant was, he had his joint right here. And, that's not the shoulder roll, though. Because he wasn't rolling with nothing. He just had it right there and was pushing up. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't rolling. He wasn't moving and making Canelo either miss or sideways where, you know what I'm saying? Canelo wouldn't have the angle. He don't know how to do the shoulder roll, man. That's the bottom line. I can do the shoulder roll from southpaw stance, but that's another story. All right, we ain't talking about me. Anyway, Canelo's very patient, man. And he went in there and he broke him down systematically. And, the first knockdown, to me, the ref should have stopped it because he stumbled across the ring, man. And you don't see that too much where somebody is on one side of the ring and they're stumbling because they're still hurt, buckled on the other side of the ring. He asked him, yeah, do you want to fight? Of course he's going to say yeah. He ain't going to just give up. He ain't going to do, what B.J. Saunders did. Because B.J. Saunders was talking all that crap that he would never quit and all of that. And you see what he did, right? Now he might not even fight anymore, but that's another story too. So what I'm saying is this. The first knockdown, man, I feel like the ref should have stopped it. But he let it go on. Canelo finished him off, man. 11th round. I don't care if the knockout's in the 12th round. I don't know why some people have an issue with 11th round knockout. What's the problem? It's a knockout. And yes, there's a difference between a TKO and a knockout. A TKO is technical, meaning that the ref just stops it. The ref could score a technical knockout even if you standing up, right? He could just wave it off. But Caleb Plant was on the canvas when he waved it off. He was out. So a knockout, a KO, is like, yo, you on the canvas and you not getting up. The ref waved him off, but he wasn't getting up anyway. He was done. You see what I'm saying? So, listen, man, Canelo is the greatest Mexican boxer of all time. I don't give a damn about Chavez. I got respect for Salvador Sanchez. I got respect for Chavez to a degree because they pumped up his record, and he got some wins that he shouldn't have got. We know that. 2 off the break. We know. Melder Taylor and Sweet Pea Whitaker. May he rest in peace. We know he shouldn't have got those wins. So don't tell me about Canelo being any less than the best Mexican fighter all time, right? And now he's undisputed, which really sealed the deal. That's who Canelo is. He's in that Floyd Mayweather status right now. People can say what they want. But Caleb Plant, I will give him some credit. With all the talking that he did, he should have came to fight. He did a lot of talking, a lot of disrespect, pointing in his face, MF this, MF that, you this, you that. So he should have came to fight. I'm not surprised. But he got some skill. He does have some skill. But he didn't have enough for Canelo, and I knew that, okay? He don't know how to really do the shoulder roll. And he also, I'll say this, he was holding Canelo's arm in the clinches. He was holding his arm. He wouldn't let him go until the ref separated them. And I remember in the 7th or 8th round, he went back to the corner, and his corner told him to tie him up. Why? Because Canelo was touching him up, man. He said, tie him up, tie him up. Yeah, because he's getting touched. So it was a matter of time. Then one time, he was holding Canelo's arm, I forget the round, maybe 6 or 7, and then he let it go, and then he punched him. He hit him. He let his arm go and hit him with the right. See, that's whack, man. Why are you doing that? Trying to be sneaky and cheat. But like I said, Canelo, man, he's so patient. He just let him do it. Do what he did, and he just kept coming forward. And once he started the head movement, and he started moving, and he started moving that head, I mean, it was a done deal. Because now, you know, you're not even touching him. And really, from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Because Canelo's like, he's coming up under, you know what I mean? He's doing his thing. I mean, he couldn't do nothing with that, right? But now, even in the beginning, if you realize, man, if you watch it again, because I watched the highlights already, right? A lot of them shots that Caleb Plant was throwing, man, Canelo was hitting right here. He wasn't getting through the guard. You know what I mean? He hit Canelo more to the body. You know what I mean? He really wasn't getting it up here too much. He landed a couple of shots, but in the duration of the fight, he didn't land a whole lot of shots, right? He landed a few more to the body. But Canelo was blocking a lot of that stuff. He was moving with it. You know what I mean? So, man, he was good, man. Canelo is a great fighter. I got a lot of respect for him. I love his story, where he comes from. You know, he talked about that, how he used to get bullied in school. You know, he's Mexican, he got red hair, he got freckles. So he was like the class, you know, mascot for somebody to mess with, and he had to fight, man. You know, so he come a long way. God bless him and his family, you know, and I respect his skills. You know, I'm a black man, he's Mexican. Hey, man, I go with the skills, man. Canelo got some underrated skills still, because some of y'all still don't want to give him the props that he deserves. I had somebody tell me yesterday that 11th round knockout, that's whack. Okay, I love it, you know. And if it would have went 12 rounds, and Canelo just beat him, it would have been fine with me. But I just felt he was going to stop him at some point. So that's really what I got, man. Like I said, man, you know, the last person that said that Canelo was going to lose was Stephen Breadman. And anybody that know who Breadman is, Stephen Breadman, he writes articles in boxing scene at least once a week where he talks about different fighters and different topics. And he's the trainer or former trainer now of Julian J. Rock Williams. And he also said that Caleb Plant was going to win. So again, he's a trainer. So I done named a trainer, I done named a fighter, and I named somebody who is around boxing, part of boxing, that said that Canelo was going to lose this fight. But I said Canelo was going to win, and that's what happened. So go with your own knowledge, go with your own eyes, what you think. Don't let nobody tell you what it is. If you believe something else, go with what you believe, man. That's what life is all about. You ain't got to be subjugated to, you know, everything that somebody else says, all right? So that's what it is, you know. Peace and blessings in this corner boxing 24.